It's fuck shit in this bitch, nigga. My teeth looking a little yellow. I haven't brushed them today. I need a new toothbrush. My toothbrush been like falling apart in my mouth. That's why I haven't brushed my teeth. I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna put on a shirt for this. My room's a mess. So yes, my shirt was just on the floor. And I've probably worn it before. Bitch. Part-star mother. Fucking porn star. But there's actually a topic for today's video. And that topic is energy. So I've been seeing and thinking about energy a lot. And, right? So basically my entire worldview is based off of energy. I am not a Christian. I do believe in God in some capacity. I don't believe in God in this traditional sense. I don't know if that's messed up. I'm not like, oh, there's multiple gods necessarily. But I do believe that all these probably stories of creation probably have some sort of truth to them, and that whoever was right probably wasn't just some niggas that wrote a book. You know how many books have been written? I'll be sitting here, I'm like, bro, you can't tell me that the only people who got this shit right were Christians. That doesn't make sense. To me personally. And I'm not trying to be blasphemous. I'm not trying to hate on anyone's religion. This is just how I see the world, right? So the thing about it is, I do believe that there's like truth to that energy shit and like that heaven to hell shit. Like I think those concepts didn't come from nothing. Energy I think is like a lot like atoms and stuff like that. The way I'm not a scientist, so I might be like kind of wrong, but basically how things work is like solids and liquids are different. So look at the water inside this bottle versus the bottle itself. Like all the little tiny like molecules and particles that make up this little bottle, they all vibrate, and these ones are vibrating way closer together and tightly. And so that's why the bottle is solid. But the ones in the water are vibrating way farther apart, and that's why it can move around like this and do all that. And that's why water doesn't take a shape, right? And it's the same with gases, and they're even looser. So I think about it, and I'm like, what if like there's also the energy that's inside of us that makes up the soul, or the thing that's not accounted for after we die? Because once you die, there's something that's not there in your body anymore. Your brain's still there, but there's something not in your brain, Like, is it it's like not working? No. Like, it's like your heart stops beating. There's still blood. But your brain stops breathing. There's something that's not there. And we don't know what it is because it's literally intangible, right? So that thing, they say energy cannot be created or destroyed. What if basically God is just this giant storage of energy, and they all are his energy or its energy, right? God is just the energy of creation. And we are all that energy, being seen out through people, right? And when we live life, we can do different things that allow that energy to vibrate at different frequencies, which in turn gives us freedom or not freedom. Because one thing I know about miserable people is most miserable people are miserable to be around too. And that says something to me. It says, you're not miserable because life. You're miserable because of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really that miserable, bro, there's always a way to turn things around. There's always a way to think about things, Like, unless you got, like, some really fucked, like, mental illness, and it's like, because there generally are times where, like, your thoughts are going to be fucked up, and it's not going to be, like, your perception is going to be wrong and skewed, right? But, like, most of the time, it's like, no, you could really just sit here and try to not be as fucking fucked up as you are right now, but you don't choose to do that. You could sit here and choose to not be a victim and to think about things in a way that's productive and that allows you to see light and positivity and be like the luck of the Irish, but you don't do that. So that's why I think a lot of miserable people are people, and I think that stuff like that lowers your vibration. And so when you keep yourself miserable and you vibrate at a lower frequency, you can only expect your soul and like all the little particles that make up your soul to vibrate closer together. And as they do that, eventually, they're going to start, like you're just going to become more solid-like. So then let's think about what happens when you die. People be like, oh, you go to heaven, you rise up. Maybe that's really how it is. And if your soul is free enough, if you vibrate at a high enough frequency, you can do whatever, because you're going to be able to rise. You're going to be mobile. You're going to be a gas. But If you're dense, if you're sitting there and you're like, I'm not gonna vibrate at a high frequency, I'm gonna sit here and be miserable and spread this miserableness around other people, you know, and just be a low vibrational human, well then your soul stays trapped, right? And so people talk about being able to feel things, you know, like I feel an energy in this place feels haunted. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's energy trapped there, because if someone just dies, but their vibration is so low, and it doesn't mean you're a bad person that you're vibrating low. It's just like whatever you did in this lifetime happened to get you there. And I don't think that's the end all be all. I believe, because we all interact with the world and the energy and spirituality every day. I believe there's definitely a way for like all these energies and stuff to like help. I don't think anything's inherently necessarily evil, you know? Like maybe there's some evil energy out there, but I don't know. But the reason I be talking about this is because I saw this whole astral world thing. People been talking about the whole astral world shit. And I'm like, damn. And people been talking about it's original. I'm like, bro, I can damn near see that shit. Because one thing I know about Travis Scott, he makes low vibrational music. This nigga don't talk about shit. He's not a good rapper. The only thing he's talented at is the actual music and like the hearing it itself. But there's no thought behind the emotions that he gives you. And I think that an emotion without thought, and an emotion without reason, and an emotion that's just there for nothing, don't seem right. We should feel things for reasons. The things we feel mean something, you know? And so if you feel some crazy shit, but there's no reason, it don't seem right, you know? Maybe that's just me. Like, I don't know, that might be a toxic way to think about feelings. I don't really know. I don't think it is. I think it works for me. But, yeah. But, yeah. So I be thinking about what I want to do in my music. And I'm thinking about Burn the Forest too. And I feel like I do make energy on a more, I make music on a more positive energy type thing. It doesn't always necessarily have the most positive vibe or sound. Like, it's like, oh, this is the most positive thing. But I think it's good energy. I think a lot of the times the things that I talk about is in either a productive manner or like a critical manner. Like I'm gonna sit here and criticize something while portraying it, you know, like Shark in a Fish Tank. Sounds like I'm just like, yeah, I'm better than you, my bitch is better. But I'm really being critical of people who think like that, you know, and if you really listen to the lyrics, you can hear, like, as I say all these things, I also talk about being unhappy and like, yeah, I'm just doing all this shit, but like, literally I said, I don't know, I was talking about fuck up her mood might be a hormone, like, you know, blah blah blah. So every day I wake up, I wish I wake up in a morgue, bro, or something like that. I don't know, I be forgetting my lyrics, but shit like that, you know. I be rapping about emotional shit, but that shit all be real. And then it's like I'll be rapping about, this is kind of a new progression, the future and hope. Because I sit here and I'm like, bro, all we ever do is build. Everything we do is a step towards the next step. And it doesn't have to go up. Sometimes the steps, it's just like if you ever played Skyrim, when you're going to like when you're going to find the dragon niggas who are gonna cheat you the first shout, bro, and you're going up to the mountain, and like there's parts of the mountain where it's going down, and you're like, I'm supposed to be going up right now. But it's the path. That's the path. But you still reach the top of the mountain. You still ascend. But you don't necessarily have to. I feel like it's a choice, you know? There's always different paths that are gonna split off. And you can be like, okay, I can choose to go up or I can choose to go down. You know, and I've been trying to choose to go up for myself. I don't think everyone's path is the same. My path is different than other people. Like, I already know that, you know? Like, there's this one girl I fuck with. She really like computer science. That's super dope. I hope she go become the best computer scientist. I like music. I've been doing this for a long time. This is what I'm good at, you know? And so that's why I do it. Like, and it's not on the like, oh, I want to get rich off. No, like genuinely, this is just, it makes me happy. Like I make music every day almost for hours on end. And that's what brings me peace and comfort. When I'm not doing that, I don't feel as good. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up. Like that's really what it is. It's nothing deeper than that, you know? But, well, it didn't used to be anything deeper than that. But sometimes it becomes deeper than that when I think about things that I can accomplish in the way that my music can impact the world, right? Because I'm like, bro, people don't be out here trying to say positive shit no more. People don't be out here trying to spread a message, really. Also, nobody prints like that. I feel like I'm very princey, you know? A little androgynous at times, but just like on that self-pride shit, like I'm really coming out with my own sound. Like I'm not really like, there's not a lot of boundaries in my music at all. I really do what the fuck I want to do, right? So I'm gonna take my music and I want it to be a high frequency energy. Because I was looking at this whole astral world thing, people were talking about it felt like hell, right? And I'm like, I believe in that energy shit. And I'll be seeing Travis perform and it's only chaotic energy, ever. It's only ever chaotic energy. And I think about, there's a lot of artists out there, like people be like, oh, all artists are like possessed by the devil and all of them are Satanists and all of them this, that, all of them that. I don't believe that. Because I know there's music out there that I've watched music bring people together. I've listened to music that brings people together, you know? And some of it is just like gospel, go to church, sing with people. But some of it's like real music other people be making. There's shows that are beautiful energy. And so it's like, I don't think it has to be on that, oh, we only gonna have chaos. Opium be doing that too, where it's like, they gonna have a show and it's straight chaos. And that's what people like now. They just wanna see chaos. And I'm like, bro, chaos is cool for a little second. I fuck with a mosh pit. But I also fuck with something deeper than that. Like I noticed there's a difference between hardcore and like metal mosh pits and rap mosh pits. I think metal and stuff like that, it taps into a chaotic energy, but it's far more emotional. There's a lot more depth to it, you know? A lot of time, and I'm not trying to hate on hip-hop. Hip-hop's my favorite genre ever. I do think that it's really saturated right now, and that there's a lot of stuff that's not that good coming out, you know, just because of how great it is. More people are gonna want to do it, and more people are gonna create some trash shit. Like if something can be that great, everyone gonna want to do it. Like I think hip-hop is the #1 like most versatile, greatest music genre ever, because you could put hip-hop across anything else. You can combine literally anything with hip-hop and it will work. I don't know anything else like that. Any genre, think of a genre, you can fucking have a nigga rap on it. It can and probably has happened. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, people be making trash shit. I forgot kind of what I was talking about, but I want to use my music and just try to spread positive energy and try to bring people together. Because I'm like, yo, if we all had something, because I be seeing people like, oh, I survived the radio. Like, they be happy after some of the shows. I don't think it was always bad. But I do be sitting here and I'm like, bro, like, the Astro World shit, if everyone's in here like, yeah, this felt like a demonic, like, spiritual attack, and they were all there. Like, I don't know why we wouldn't believe them. People be like, oh, that's stupid. People just saying that shit. If everyone in here talking about, yeah, this is a spiritual attack, I'm probably gonna trust them. Kind of look like one too. If you watch this shit, you listen to this shit, like you watch some videos where fucking Astro Thunder playing, that shit give me a creepy ass vibe, bro. Straight up, you know? I'll be like, damn, it's creepy, you know? Like, and I don't know if it's necessarily intentional. Like, I don't think even, I think that energy is just something easy to get into. It's like, you know, once you can master it, you see the power it has. It's not even like, oh, I want to hurt people, or I want to use this energy and like have this chaotic nature. But it's like, if you can do that, why not? Like, nigga found out he had a gift. I'm not gonna say he don't have a gift, you know? But I don't know. That's just the type of shit I be thinking about. I really hope that I can affect people positively though. And that after going to my shows, people feel, you know, rejuvenated and like a real new energy and life, and see some light in life, you know, like some connection, community, and purpose. You know, I hope people come out of my shit like, man, I'm trying to go do something great tomorrow or today, you know, on my own. Like, I don't want people to see me and be like, oh, I want to be just like him. I want people to see me and be like, damn, that nigga really being himself. I want to be just like that. I want to be myself. you know, and just like everyone just go out and be themselves. Because I feel like that's really what my music shit is. And when I stop judging myself and like I stop judging the things I come up with and I come up with better things because I don't judge my ideas and I'm not like, oh, other people might not like that. It'd be the songs that I'm like, oh, people not gonna like that people like the most. So keep making them. That seems like the fucking, you know, that seems like the move. But, yeah. And that's me. It's just fuck shit, speaking, talking. Thank you for listening, y'all. I'm gonna go figure out how I'm gonna brush my teeth and finish this split. Peace, nigga.